Hello and welcome Eagles fans from all over. Whether you're from around the country or around the world, watching from a mobile device or even watching from the comfort of your own home, we are super excited and delighted to welcome you guys to today's match. In today's matchup, we have Pensacola Christian College Eagles volleyball team facing off against the Suns from Johnson University. The Suns currently hold a 3-9 record. Johanna Sosa, the freshman outside hitter from Puerto Rico, currently leads her team in kills and also in the nation. Meanwhile, the Eagles are seeking a win tonight since they're currently 3 games behind the 500 mark. Plenty of action awaits in this eventful evening, but until then, please enjoy the Meet the Eagles and also a couple promotional videos provided by Pensacola Christian College.
You only have one life. What are you going to do with it? This is a place where you can be empowered to fulfill God's calling and pursue your passion.
I had told my pastor before coming here, I was like, I don't really like school, but now on my 3rd year, learning is so much fun.
Incrementally, we're ready to do more, we're ready to face more, and to say, this may not be the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Teaching is communicating facts, but the bottom line for me with teaching is connecting the material so the students not only know it, but appreciate it and also know how to use it.
We have great faculty and they honestly inspire me.
They'll constantly tell you, if you need something, come talk to me. You can have a really good teacher-student relationship. And that's one of the reasons why I chose PCC, is to have faculty that love God to help me further my spiritual walk with Christ.
Faculty are saying it's going to take hard work and dedication to be the best at whatever you're doing for God's glory. Everything that I see here is Christ-centered.
Why is PCC here? It's to change lives, to make them more like Christ.
They want students to make an impact on the world. I think their goal really is to change the world, and they do it one student at a time.
Hello and welcome, Eagle fans from all over. Whether you're from around the country or around the world, we are super excited to invite you to this match today. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman. Alongside me, Carrie Ordway, a faculty member here at Pensacola Christian College and former Eagle soccer player. Carrie, how are you this afternoon?
Well, not a former Eagle soccer player.
Oh
but
my
I
goodness!
did play
Wow,
volleyball
player.
Yeah, but I'm good.
Busy day for the Eagles today as they have a tri-match against Johnson of Florida and also Bob Jones University. What does the Eagles have to do in order to get this tri-match started on a good note?
You know, I think right now it's just going to be establishing a consistent, calm pace throughout this first match, building some good success in this first match that they can use in that second match they have later on this evening. Senior
captain Brooke McLeod ranked 5th in the nation in sets. I mean, not sets, but in digs. How effective is she going to be in this matchup today, and how crucial she needs to be on both sides of the ball?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as the main defense player there, she is communicating with both the front row and the back row, keeping everybody in order and making sure everyone knows what they're doing and everyone's confident in what they're doing. So, of course, she's going to play a large role, as she always does.
The Eagles running a bit of a two-setter system with Kenzie Folker as well as Haley Butcher, two sophomore setters. And Haley can also do a little bit of hitting as well. How effective has they been for the Eagles offense this year?
You know, we've actually seen both of them, Kenzie and Haley, takes that offense opportunity on the second hit several times throughout the season. And as long as they time that well and they're keeping an eye on the court, that's been really good for them. They've had some success.
All right, we got about a minute and 10 seconds till the kickoff of this game. Now, before we go ahead and introduce this action, I'm kind of bringing this one on to you a little bit late, but what are Ordway's keys, or not keys, but Ordway's ways to success for the Eagles this afternoon?
Well, I think in this first match, I would really focus on, once again, just going out there and establishing a consistent pace, not going crazy, but just proving to yourself that all this practice that you've put in throughout the season is, you know, you can be confident in doing what you're doing, so you can come back out in that second match and really explode in that second crucial match.
Plenty of action awaits here tonight as the Pensacola Christian College Eagles face off a South Region opponent in Johnson University. But before we introduce you to any more of this action, let's kick it over to Drew Swanson for the pregame ceremonies. Be back soon.
Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Today's game is between the PCC Lady Eagles and Johnson University of Florida. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. Please stand for prayer.
Dear Lord, thank you that we can be here today. Please bless our spectators and our officials, and please help us to glorify you in all that we do. In your name we pray, amen.
Please remain standing for the national anthem. Today's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting today for Johnson University, number 1, Ilaria Butler. Number 2, Vanessa Orozco. Number 5, Jonah Lee Sosa. Number 15, Layla Ramirez. Number 17, Emmy Weekly. Number 23, Mylia Need Vasquez. Number 24, Haley Palmer. Johnson is led by Coach Janira Abrejo. And now, your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. Starting today at number 1, a sophomore from Davison, Michigan, Hannah Doro. Number 3, a junior from Cleveland, Tennessee, Bethany Gamble. Number 4, a sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada, Jade Halverson. Number 7, a junior from Port St. Lucie, Florida, Brittany Hunter. Number 12, a sophomore from Durham, North Carolina, Victoria Hamilton. Number 18, a senior from Simi Valley, California, Brooke McLeod. And number 19, a sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, Kenzie Folker. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Kaylin Oman with assistant coach Supa Liota.
Let's quickly review the starting lineup.
Officiating for today's
game
are Harry Walker and Maureen McCann.
Number 2, Vanessa Orozco. Number 5, Joanna Lee Sosa. Number 15, Layla Ramirez. Number 17, Emma Weekly. Number 23, Melia Need Vasquez. And number 24, Haley Palmer. And for our Pensacola Christian College Eagles, we're going with our normal starting lineup. Number 1, Hannah Doro. Number 3, Bethany Gamble. Number 4 in the center, Jade Halverson. Number 7, the team leader in kills, Brittany Hunter. Number 12, Victoria Hamilton. Number 18, Brooke McLeod. And number 19, Kenzie Folker. Both teams members of the South region of the National Christian College Association for Athletes. And Carrie, what are you expecting the Eagles to do right off the tip?
I think they're going to come out and once again, like I mentioned before the match started, just try to come out to a calm, consistent start before they start implementing some more of their fast-paced offense.
Both teams very offensively efficient. The Eagles 9th in the nation in assists and digs. And Johnson University 12th in the nation in assists and 13th in kills. Hamilton will start us off. Sosa gets it over. Halverson gets set up. Sosa again, but she gets blocked. Halverson and Gamble come in for the double block, creating the first points for the Eagles. Carrie, talk about that block that we saw in that last play.
You know, they were definitely there and in position. I'm not actually sure that the ball crossed the net on that one. I don't think it was headed over. But the girls definitely did a good job in being in position and anticipating the location of where that hit was going.
Weekly sent one from the back row to no avail. Hunter tries one. Here comes Sosa, tries to find the line. But that doesn't work. Hamilton from the back row. And a quick set by number 2, Orozco. Beautiful job trying to find the hole in the Eagles' territory. And she'll score first for the Suns. The Suns and the Eagles have faced each other so far twice this season. The Eagles won both of those matchups in 3 sets. Beautiful decision by Brooke McLeod, letting that one go over her, creating a service error for the Suns, and Halverson back to serve. Halverson, she'll get the ace there. The sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada. Halverson collected her 16th eighth on that serve, and she'll go back for another one. Possibly can get another service ace, but Sosa is there. Folker sets up Doro. Beautiful decision, but the Suns are right there. Sosa with a beautiful spike. Folker tries to find a hole. Back row set to Halverson, and she'll find the hardwood.
You know, Alvin, that's the second back row attack we've seen from our hitters who are playing back row. We already saw Tori Hamilton being set up in back row and now Halverson. And that's a great option for the Eagles to go to mix things up a little.
Halverson being very active in the offense as of early. Beautiful double block by Hunter and Doro. The Eagles so far in the driver's seat of this matchup already, 5-1. Tries to set up weakly, and Doro just misses it. Halverson quickly comes out the game for Brooke McLeod. And Johanna Lee Sosa is back for the serve. Sosa has one of the best averages for kills in the nation with 4.25%. And the Suns do score in that situation. Sosa back again. Short serve there. Hamilton from the back row. Weakly. Gamble was there. Hunter will try to send one over, and she does! Brooklyn Hunter leads this team with kills. She collects another one for this year. That makes her 188th kill of this season. Brooklyn Hunter, not Brooklyn, but Brittany Hunter, my apologies, a junior from St. Port Lucie, Florida. Haley Butcher back for the serve. Back row for Sosa. And the Eagles get a hand on it. Weakly, she gets met by Doro and collects another block. Beautiful defensive showing by the Eagles. Butcher will be back for another serve. And she'll collect the service ace. Haley Butcher, the sophomore from Davison, Indiana, collected her 22nd service ace of the season and sends over the off-speed. Butcher to Doro, off-speed, and she does find the territory of the Suns. Beautiful job to mix that one up instead of trying to power that one over. Butcher sends one. Sets up number 15, Layla Ramirez, to no avail. Weakly tries one, doesn't work. Sosa is there, and I believe Sosa does score. Joanna Lee Sosa scores again for the Suns, making it a 4-9 matchup. Doro with the off-speed, but the defense catches it. Hunter sends one over, but's met by Butler. Weakly sends a strong one, and McLeod with a great opportunity to receive it. No defensive players are there to recover. McLeod, 5th in the nation in digs, possibly one of the better defensive players in the nation. Hamilton collects it. Hunter. Ramirez sends one over, and she does find the hardwood. Layla Ramirez scores for the Suns, now only trailing by 3. Back row set for Hamilton. A lot of power behind that one, but to no avail. And Weakly finds the hardwood. Emmy Weakly, the outside hitter for the Suns, shrinking the deficit. Orozco gets the service ace. And now the Suns are only down by 1. Although in all matchups the Eagles have played the Suns, have won 3-0, the sets were extremely competitive. Butcher sets up McGirt, and the Suns will be awarded the point, knotting up this competition. Carry, a game where the Eagles were in the driver's seat. Now the Suns are coming back. What are the Eagles going to have to do to maintain composure?
In the last few plays, we've really seen the Eagles reacting to what the Suns have been doing. We need to see them get more into the driver's position and initiating their own offense rather than simply reacting to what's been going on. So look for them to actually control the pace. They've got an opportunity every time they have a serve receive to get the game in their control.
The Suns get their first lead of the game. Orozco back for the serve. McGirt. Butcher to Doro. And she can't get it within the lines. Suns now lead with their biggest lead of the game. Vanessa Orozco. Back for the serve. Hamilton from the back row. Weekly sends one over. Butcher, back set to McGirt. Actually, Hamilton. Actually, my bad, it was McGirt. Hunter tries to send one over. But the Suns are there. Orozco to Weekly. And McLeod can't get there. Coach Omo needs to call it a timeout as the Suns are now gaining momentum. As both teams talk it over, we will step aside as well. Welcome, Eagle fans, back. Alvin Chapman alongside with Carrie Ordway. And Carrie, a game where the Eagles seemed like they were in complete control. The Suns are now coming back. What do the Eagles have to do in order to remain competitive and possibly regain this lead?
Just need to clean up some of those unforced errors that they've been making. Once again, with 6 players on the court, when each of them makes an unforced error, those add up really quickly. And also being aware of their position on the court. I think they've passed up a few opportunities to let some of those long serves go out of bounds when they could have ended that.
Sue Lee, the freshman from Honolulu, Hawaii, leads the team in service aces, just collecting an error, as the Eagles continue to trail by 3. Weekly back for the serve. Butcher sets up Doro, but she's late to the ball. The Suns with their biggest lead of the match with 4. Weekly sends one over. Not the rally they wanted, but still got it over in time. Ramirez sends one over. Doro gets a hand on it. Butcher sends one over and scores off the free ball. Haley Butcher collected some much-needed points for the Eagles as they now trail by 3. McLeod. Ramirez sets up Sosa for the back row, and she finds the territory. Johanna Lee Sosa, number 1 in the nation for kills per set, gets it done from distance. Eagles now trailing by 4. McLeod gets a hand on it. And the Suns score again. Back to serve, number 15, Layla Ramirez. Here's Butcher. Halverson gets one. And Halverson gets a net violation, stretching the Suns' lead to 6. A set where the Eagles were completely in control. Now the Suns took the keys and now driving up the speedway. Ramirez sets up Sosa. Hamilton. Hamilton scores for the Eagles. Ali McGuirt and Hallie Butcher checks out of the game, and for Folker and Gamble. Folker sends one over. As a freshman, led the team in assists and service aces. Beautiful block there, and another block by Halverson. Beautiful consistency by the sophomore Halverson. Way not to give up on the play. Folker back again. The sophomore skies one too far. Mylea Need, Vasquez back for the serve. And the officials actually award the points to the Eagles. I believe that was a rotation error carry.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly which player was out of rotation, but yeah, the Suns were out of rotation, leading to that point going to the Eagles.
Could be crucial for the Eagles to continue. Might be the mistake that they can capitalize on. Folker sends one over. Weekly. Orozco sent the free ball over. Hamilton mistimes her steps. And the Suns do score. Vasquez back again for the serve. Possibly a service ace here, but Sue Lee gets to it. Halverson with the long ball. And Halverson comes back again. Beautiful hustle by the sophomore. And Sosa. Joanna Lee Sosa, have yourself a day. Number 1 in the nation for kills per set with an average of 4.25. Gamble with the off speed, and she'll score. Brittany Hunter, she'll come into the game for the freshman Sue Lee. Hunter having possibly a career game a couple weeks ago against Toccoa, actually now about a month ago, where she had 20 kills for the entire game. Ramirez to Sosa, and McLeod can't get a good hand on it. The freshman Sosa making herself dominant in this set already. As Coach Oman calls another timeout, we will step aside. Welcome back, Eagle fans all over. Alva Chapman and Carrie Ordway here as the Suns lead by 5. Carrie, what do the Eagles have to do to possibly steal this set away from the Suns?
You know, it's really the same answer to coming out of the last time out, just cleaning up those unforced errors, showing some of that consistency that we've been seeing in previous matches.
Sosa with the off-speed doesn't work. Vasquez sends one over, and that's too long. Actually, although it was too long, a net violation by the Eagles. Carrie, did you see that one?
I did not see the play, and I actually didn't see the call either.
Despite the play or the call, the Johnson Suns will take over. Halverson, she'll score! Halverson providing a lot of much-needed offense here for the Eagles as she goes back for the service ace.
And this is something we've really seen Halverson bring to the team over the last, couple of months. She really has an energizing presence on the court.
Sosa on the right side, and she'll score again! Joanna Lee Sosa, the freshman from Puerto Rico, getting it done from all areas of the net. As the Suns have 3 more points to win the set. Volker sets up Hamilton. Weekly gets stuffed at the line. Volker. And Vasquez somehow gets it. Actually, I believe that one is a carry. Interesting call by the officials. Nevertheless,
coming in for the
Eagles do
number
score
8,
here.
Allie McGirt, and number 13, Haley Butcher.
Allie McGirt and Haley Butcher both check into the game as the Eagles are now trailing by 5. Sosa on the right side from distance. She's met by Hannah Doro. Doro with 3 blocks in his first opening set. A much-needed defensive stop there by the Eagles. Butcher sends one over. And now the Eagles are looking to capitalize on the mistake by the Suns. As the Johnson Suns take a timeout, we will step aside as well. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over as Butcher sends one over. Hunter tries to convert, but hits one directly into the net. The Suns only 2 more points from taking this first set. Will be the first set they take from the Eagles all year. Back to serve number 2, Vanessa Orozco. Butcher gets up! Not Butcher, but Doro. And what an athletic move by Hannah Doro there.
Coming in for the
we
Eagles,
really saw
number
all 3
5,
pieces
Sue
of that offense
Lee.
coming together, starting with that serve receive and then ending in that kill. Great teamwork.
Sue Lee, the freshman who leads the team in service aces, makes a smart decision by not touching that ball. Now the Eagles only trail by 2. Lee back again for the serve. Orozco sets up Sosa. Butcher tries to find the back of the territory. Butcher to Allie. Vasquez on the right side. Butcher, Doro for a quick one. And the Johnson Suns do score in that scenario. Johnson only 1 point from taking the set. Back to serve, Emma Weekly. Short serve by the Suns. Off speed by Allie. And she'll score, Allie McGirt. Smart decision not just to hammer that one over there, but to find the hole in the defense. The senior libero. McLeod back for the serve. And that one gets over. And Hamilton with a beautiful stop. Butcher, Halverson, and she'll score! Jade Halverson saves the Eagles there, shortening the deficit to 1. And what a rally there, Carrie.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, we saw a lot of the team working together on that play that culminated in that kill.
Butcher, miscommunication by the Eagles, and I believe the Suns do take the set with that one. Not a way you want to end the set by that scenario. Carrie, what's your take on that one?
I think we saw this game looking a lot like a warm-up. You know, we saw the Eagles making a lot of unforced errors that are uncharacteristic. So as we go into the second set, let's really look to them to clean up a lot of those errors and start to play the game that they've been showing us they're capable of playing in the last several matches.
As both teams talk and prepare for the second set, as Johnson takes the first one, we will step aside as well. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over. Alvin Chapman alongside with Carrie Ordway. And Carrie, moments ago, we just received the stat sheet. What do you like and not like about what we just received?
The errors. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of an uncharacteristically high number of errors, especially out of our hitters. Once again, that harkens back to what I was talking about in the first set, just those unforced errors, especially hitting errors. In that first set made a big difference.
And one thing that's unfortunate about the game of volleyball is that a lot of these errors result in points for the other team and also capitalize towards momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. And that momentum swing is such a big aspect of the game, and so every time they give up one of those, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, and honestly, this is looking like the makings for a very competitive game, but what do the Eagles have to do in order to bounce back in this next set?
Just need to do what they know to do. And once again, I think they were just getting a little bit frazzled and let the momentum swing kind of shake them a little bit. And even on this first play, we saw that a little bit. So once again, just watching them to see if they can control the pace of the game and do the things that they know how to do.
Halverson couldn't find the line in that situation. Palmer back for the serve. Here's Folker. She'll set up Gamble on the left side. And Rosa, not Rosa, but Sosa, collects her 5th kill of the game.
And one thing the Eagles need to be thinking about and aware of is the fact that Sosa has obviously made herself a very dominant presence on the Suns' offense. So as often as they can, they need to be capitalizing on when she's in back row, but also trying to make it so that the Suns can't use Sosa as much as they were in the first set.
Orozco sets up weakly on the middle. Folker to Bethany. She tries on the opposite side. Folker tries to send one to the deep corner. Here comes Sosa again. Hamilton on the opposite side. Vasquez tries to save it, yet Hamilton converts. Brittany Hunter checks into the game. She leads the team in kills with 188 on the season. Tori Hamilton back for the serve. And she'll collect the service ace, her first of the game. Game knotted up at 2 apiece. Here comes Weekly, and she'll find the hardwood. Weekly taking advantage of the huge hole in the middle, and McLeod can't get the dig in that situation. Here's Sosa. That sky's out of bounds. And as you mentioned earlier, you said that the Eagles need to take advantage when she's in the back row. Now she's in the back row. What do you think the Eagles are going to have to do? Because now we have some of our best hitters in the game now.
You know, just take advantage of that. And we have seen the Suns use Sosa in the back row as an offensive player, setting her up in back row. So once again, just taking advantage of it, trying to make sure they have good passes up to their setter so they can execute their own offense.
Eagles do score in that scenario. Actually, no, not the Eagles, but the Suns. McLeod, Folker to Hunter. That one goes farther than normal. And the Suns do convert. Here's Orozco. Folker sets up Doro on the right side, rather left. Ramirez, she's met by 2 Eagles defenders. Doro tries to counteract, and she does. Beautiful off-speed decision by Hannah Doro, the sophomore from Michigan. Haley Butcher and Allie McWirt check into the game for Folker and Gamble. Butcher back for the serve. Already have 2 service aces in this ball game. Sosa works from the back line and finds the back territory. Her 6th kill of the ball game, and she's operating from the front row and back row in this matchup. Back to serve number 17, Emmy Weekly. McWirt back there, and that one goes long. Weekly back for the serve again. Eagles trail by 4, actually 3. Hunter tries on the right side. Ramirez can't find the line in that scenario. The Eagles do score. Sue Lee comes in for Brittany Hunter. The freshman from Hawaii leads the team in service aces. Lee, she'll collect her 2nd error of the game, not playing to her normal self. Layla Ramirez back for the serve. Butcher sets up Hamilton towards the net, and that one scores. A beautiful hit, not intended to hit the hardwood, but to put the defender in a different situation, not different, but difficult situation, to return it back. McLeod sends one over. Sets up Vasquez. Butcher sets up McWirt. And the double block is there. Eagles trail by 3. Vasquez back to serve. Here's Vasquez. Smart decision by McLeod not to get that one. And now Fulker will check into the game, as well as Gamble for Allie McGirt and Haley Butcher. Fulker, as a freshman, led the team in service aces and assists. Nearly got her second service ace of the game there. But the Suns sent over a free ball. Here's Halverson. An aggressive strike, but to no avail. Hamilton will try one. Hamilton is there. Vasquez to Sosa. Fulker tries to send one over quickly. Ramirez is there. Here's Sosa. And the Eagles do convert in that situation, as Sosa cannot find the line. Fulker sends one over, and she'll get a service ace. Carrie, the Eagles are now netted up in this situation with the Suns. What are they going to have to do in order for them to go forward?
Keep the momentum on their side. Fulker is doing a great job of making sure that she gets those serves over and in, but they're also solid serves, mixing it up for the defense on the Suns side. So she's doing exactly what she needs to be doing, but now we'll see how their serve receive works.
Sosa tries one towards the middle and gets it due to Halverson's touching of the line. Actually, the net. Fulker sets up Hamilton, nearly finds the hardwood. Fulker in the position where she couldn't return that one. Suns lead by 2. Haley Palmer back for the serve. Started off the second set serving. Fulker to Hamilton. And that's deflected out. Eagles down by 1.
Coming in for the Eagles, number 2, Kayla Boggs.
Coming into the game for the Eagles, number 2, the sophomore setter, Kayla Boggs. Boggs standing at 5'7" from Loveland, Colorado. Vasquez sends one over. Out of arc on that shot, yet Sky's out of bounds. Here's Hamilton. Sets up Rosa, not Rosa, but Sosa. Don't particularly know the call on that one.
It's a net violation
by the Eagles. Couldn't see the official's hands from here. And the Suns convert on the free ball from Boggs. Sosa back for the serve. Show Sky one over. Fulker to Halverson. And she'll find the back of the hardwood. Eagles now trailing by 3.
We have the first official, the up official, overruled the line judge's call on that one and did rule that ball out of bounds.
What a momentum shift made by the official. But both teams continue to play on. And miscommunication by the setter and Gamble.
I think that was, that side, Fulker was going up in an attempt to save that ball. It was headed over because she's coming from back row. She can't hit it over, so she was trying her best to get up there and still get the ball. So it was less of a miscommunication and more of a scramble to try to make a play out of that.
Halverson, she'll send one over. Here comes Weekly. McLeod is there. McLeod from the back row. And that's too strong. Eagles trailing by 5. Joanna Lee Sosa back for the serve. She's having a great offensive performance today. And she'll get an ace. Eagles trailing by now 6. Cora Lathers checks into the game.
Coming in for the Eagles, number 17, Cora Lathers.
Sosa tries another short set there. Not set, but serve. Creating points for the Eagles. Halverson back for the serve. Let's see if the Eagles can overcome this 5-point deficit. Doro is there. And show score for the Eagles.
One thing that we haven't seen the Eagles take advantage of is the fact that, you know, the Suns do not have a particularly tall defense, or their block is not exceptionally tall, and we haven't seen the Eagles really take advantage of that. But Doro definitely did on that last play.
Sosa finds a way to get inside. Carrie, great suggestions you made there. Appreciate the feedback, as always. Orozco back for the serve. Eagles trailing by 5. Bethany Gamble sends one over fast. And Sosa, too strong on the receive. McWirt and Butcher check back into the game. The sophomore from Davison, Indiana, back for the serve. Eagles trail by 4. Miscommunication by Sosa and Weekly. Let's see if Hunter can convert, and she does! Much needed offense there by Hunter. Eagles now only trail by, I believe, 3. Butcher sends one over. Just a bit too long. Coach Oman needs to talk it over with her girls. And to give her time, we will step aside as well. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over. Alvin Chapman alongside with Carrie Ordway as the Eagles trail by 4. Vasquez, she'll send one over. Sosa is there. Orozco sets up a high set. Weekly tries to convert. Doro with the off speed. And the Eagles do score. Now only trailing by 3. Hunter gets checked out of the game for Sue Lee, the freshman from Hawaii, who currently leads the team in service aces. Here's Lee. Sets up Ramirez. McLeod is there. Halverson, not Halverson, but Hamilton tries to send one over. And the Suns do score. Back to serve, number 15, Layla Ramirez. Butcher to McWirt. Here's Vasquez. Lee is there. Sosa, met by Doro. Orozco back row to Weekly. And Hamilton crosses one over. Here's Sosa. Sue Lee is there, but no one else there to follow. Suns 4 points away from taking this set as they, following this game, face the #1 team in our region and in the nation, Bob Jones University. Orozco sets up Sosa, and that is denied. Doro checked out of the game for Jade Halverson. Eagles now trail by 4. Here's McLeod. Orozco from the back row, and she'll score. Weekly scores for the Johnson Suns as they now lead by 5. Here's Vasquez. A lot of topspin on that serve. Here's Halverson at the net. And the Suns do score. Coach Omen needs to talk it over with her girls once again as she calls 2 quick timeouts back-to-back. We'll step aside as well. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over. Alvin Chapman alongside with Carrie Ordway, and the Eagles are currently down to a team they've beaten twice in sweeping sets. Butcher to McGwirt. Sosa on the right side, rather left actually. Here's Hamilton. From the back row, Butcher to Halverson. Layla Ramirez on the right side. McLeod. Halverson. Ramirez is there. Here's Butcher. To the net to McGirt. And the Suns can't convert. Substitutions for the Eagles. Butcher and McGirt come out the game for Folker and Gamble. Here comes Folker. Vasquez receives. Vasquez from the back row. Here's Folker to Hamilton. She'll try to find the line. And she'll score. Close call there by the official. But Carrie, she does score.
It was definitely a close call, definitely on the line.
Here's Folker. Just a bit too strong as she gets another service error. And now Johnson 1 point away from taking away this set as well. Here's Palmer. Folker to Hamilton. Hamilton. She'll bounce back and receive that one as well. Sully will now come out the game in for Brittany Hunter. Johnson 1 point away from taking this set. Here comes Rosa. And she's met at the net by Hunter and Halverson. The Double H Tower. Here's Hamilton. And 2 quick points for the Eagles. The Johnson Suns need to call a timeout to talk things over, and we will as well. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over, as the Eagles currently trail by 2 in a very close set. Here comes Sosa with the off speed, and they'll take the second set as well. Johnson University of Florida is stunning the Eagles volleyball program right now, taking 2 sets back to back. Carrie, what's your take on this?
I think we're really seeing the fact that volleyball is a very much an emotional game at times, and also the effect of that shift of momentum. We're seeing that really play on the Eagles right now. I think right now it's a mental battle for the Eagles.
Both teams, the Eagles losing these 2 sets in very close matchups. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after a few moments as both teams talk it over.
What makes you smile? Time with people you love. Making a difference at your work or ministry. Fun memories and the little things that make your day. Going to graduate school can mean giving up those things, but it doesn't have to. With an online master's degree from Pensacola Christian College, you can reach your goals and still be there for family, work, and ministry. Of course, earning a graduate degree comes with challenges, like money and time. But with online learning, you can get a degree that's made for your schedule and budget. One that only costs a little over $10,000, with a flexible payment option too. And with online learning, you can learn anytime, anywhere, with classes that fit your schedule. Take the next step by choosing one of several master's degree programs: business administration, educational leadership, ministry, Bible exposition, and others. At Pensacola Christian College, you'll get a biblical perspective and insight from caring professionals and ministry leaders. So when you graduate, you won't have just a diploma. You'll have confidence to go further in your ministry or career, and you'll still have those memories that make you smile. It's graduate school built for real life. Graduate school built for you.
Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over. Alvin Chapman alongside with Carrie Ordway. Moments ago, we just received a stat sheet from this previous set. Carrie, what do you see that you like and don't like?
The same thing that I didn't like from after the first set, I think is the same, just a lot of unforced errors, and I think that really speaks to the fact that the Eagles weren't able to shift the momentum any in that second set from what they had done in the first set, and I think we see that play out in the numbers.
Johanna Lee Sosa for the Johnson Suns with 10 kills in the second set. and 10 kills combined. How has her effectiveness been really prominent for the Suns offense?
It's absolutely, she's one of their most dominant hitters, and we've seen her have a lot of success against the Eagles. Once again, she seems to be mentally rattling the Eagles right now in their heads.
And Sosa gets another one. Make that one 11. Palmer back for the serve as this matchup is now equalized. Here's Palmer on the serve over. Butcher back row to McLeod. Tried to switch things up a bit, but the Suns see it. Sosa, she'll get the kill. Make that number 12. Joanna Lee Sosa, the nation's leader in kills per set, is being very much dominant in this matchup today. Butcher to Doro. The Suns are there. Ramirez from the back row, and she'll score. Layla Ramirez from the back row gets things done for the Suns. Palmer back with her third serve of the night, of the set rather. Butcher sets up Hamilton on the left side, and she's met by two blockers. Eagles quickly down by a deficit of 3, only having 1 point to their name in the possible last set of the game if the Suns could convert. Lee saves the service ace there. McGuirk tries the off-speed. Ramirez comes from the back row and scores. A quick 4-point deficit made by the Suns. Palmer back to serve. Here's Butcher to Hamilton, and she'll get one. Hamilton with some much needed offense here for the Eagles, where it seems like they can't score at all. Here's McLeod. Sets up Weekly. She had 7 kills of the game. Hamilton again. Beautiful play by Ramirez. And quick thinking by McGuirk. Eagles now down by only 2. Let's see how they can counteract. Here's McLeod rather. A near service ace in that scenario. Here's Hamilton again. Here's Sosa. Lee is there. Picks that one out the dirt. McLeod from the back row, but stopped by Weekly. The Suns lead by a score of 3. With the set score of 6-3. Sosa with the serve. Had an ace earlier in the competition, but also has 2 service errors. Folker and Gamble check into the competition. Folker, as a freshman, led the team in service aces and assists. Free ball for Halverson, and she'll convert. Just love the energy that Halverson brings when she's on the floor here, Carrie.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one thing that she's done pretty consistently throughout the season, and that's one I think of her greatest contributions to the team.
Weekly again. Folker quick set to Halverson, rather Gamble, and Sosa too long on the recovery. Eagles now down by only 1. Rather, this game is knotted up. Here's Folker. Sosa to Folker. McLeod. Here's Gamble. Orozco sets up Weekly. Halverson is there. Vasquez sends one over. Folker to Halverson. Off speed. Orozco to Ramirez on the left side, and she'll find the hardwood. Layla Ramirez gets it done here for Johnson of Florida. Vanessa Orozco. Here's Gamble. Directly into the net like it's soccer. Eagles now down by 2. Orozco back for another serve. Here's Orozco. Folker, one hand to Hamilton. Somehow stays in her territory. Here's Ramirez. Folker to Hamilton. Directly into the net again. Checking into the
Coming
game
in
for the Eagles, number 15,
Emma Reagan.
Emma Reagan, the freshman from Durham, North Carolina, graduate from Liberty Christian School. Pivotal set for both teams. We can either have extras or Johnson could run away with the win. Here's Ramirez. Folker back row to McLeod. Orozco to Weekly. Beautiful job by Brooke McLeod. Hamilton backhands that one. Vasquez actually, with a double hit. Hunter prepares to check back into the game for Sue Lee. Making Emma Reagan, Brittany Hunter, and Halverson the 3 hitters in the game. Hunter there. Sosa with the return. Folker sets up Hunter. Weekly. Reagan falls on it. Folker sends over the free ball. Beautiful move by Hunter, but that skies out. The Suns do convert on that one. Number 17, Emma Weekly, back for the serve. Here's Folker. Reagan! She'll score. Interesting hitting choice, but the point still counts.
You know, that's what you want when you put Reagan into the game like that, to bring some energy in and then also to have some success. She doesn't quite have the same emotional baggage from the first 2 sets that some of the other players do. So she did a great job of doing exactly what she was supposed to do on that one.
Hunter finds a way to squeeze that in between the antennas. Here's Reagan. Ramirez. Reagan sends that one over. Here's Weekly from the back row. Halverson is there. Hunter. Strong hit on there. Vasquez tries to save it. She somersaults over, and the Eagles do score. Eagles now down by a deficit of 1. Jade Halverson, the sophomore, out of Las Vegas, Nevada, back for the serve. Pivotal set for both teams. Halverson extremely short on that serve. Halverson gives the Suns their 11th point of this set. Now has the upper hand going forward. Here's Ramirez. Reagan attempts to save it but can't get a hand on it. Johnson trails by 3. Here's Layla Ramirez back to serve again. Ball is over. Here's Reagan. That one's short as well. Eagles now down by 4 with a potential to lose to a team that they've already beaten in sweeping matter. Folker. Doro. Here's Sosa. Haven't heard from her recently. Reagan. Vasquez from the back row. Here's Doro with the off speed. Weekly sends one over. Doro. And I believe that is a net violation. Eagles now in the hole here, down by a deficit of 5.
That was definitely some sloppy action on both sides of that. Some questioning about which side had the first violation. Although the point was awarded to the Suns. Our middle hitter, Doro, was hit in the face, actually, I think by one of the Suns players on that play. So a little bit confusing, definitely messy.
Here's Reagan, the freshman from Durham, and she comes back again. Vasquez with the recovery. Palmer with the free ball. Volker to Doro, and she'll score. Doro truly got up on that play. Now the Eagles only down by 4. Reagan and Butcher get checked out of the game. A pivotal set for both teams, either regarding some more play time or a finishing of the match. Orozco to Sosa, and she's met by Doro and McGirt. Eagles do score here, and Carey desperately do need this set to continue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Orozco, Sosa winds back on that one but can't convert. The double block was there. Eagles only trailing by 2. Johnson calls a timeout. We'll step aside as well. Welcome back, Eagle fans all over. As we just came from a Johnson timeout, Butcher sends the ball over. Eagles now down by 2. Double hit called by the Eagles. And this may stop some momentum that the Suns can capitalize on. Here's Vasquez. Butcher to Hunter. McGirt sends one over quickly. Butcher. Hunter nearly scores here. Sosa. Butcher to Doro. Vasquez with a beautiful stop. Doro and McGirt making a wall so that Sosa can't do a thing. Sosa again. Tries to go the opposite direction here. And the Suns score off a deflection, stretching their deficit to 4. Vasquez sends one over. McGirt completely mistimes it. Eagles now down by 5, waiting for the score to change. And Vasquez with the service ace. A couple of substitutions to be made by the Eagles. Coral Lathers checks in for Jade Halverson. And Vasquez. High arcer, yet to no avail. Eagles do trail by 5. But the Suns 7 points from taking this game away. Here's Lee. Sosa. And I believe that is a double hit by the setter. 19-13 is the score. Coming into the game for the Eagles, Caleb Boggs, the setter from Loveland, Colorado. Here's Palmer, and that goes directly into the net. Halverson comes into the game for Lathers, and McLeod is checked back in to serve. Orozco, met by Halverson at the net. Butcher to Halverson. Weekly. McLeod with a beautiful dig. Halverson. Here's Sosa. And she'll score! Joanna Lee Sosa has been extremely dominant in this game. Eagles can't find an answer for her as she walks back for the serve. Eagles trailing by 6. Here's Sosa. Halverson. Weekly. Weekly again. And that is a double hit as well. Now the Suns 4 points away from sweeping the Eagles in this matchup. Coach Oman calls a timeout. We will step away momentarily. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over. Alvin Chapman alongside with Kerry Ordway, former volleyball players with the Eagles, as they currently trail by 7. Halverson on the left side tries to do something here. Orozco sets up Vasquez. McLeod to Hamilton. Here comes Sosa. Just a bit long on that strike. Eagles do trail by 6, but Kara, we have seen the Eagles come back from deficits even bigger than this in one set. Do you think this is one that could possibly happen today?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible, you know, based on how they've played against the Suns this season. We and the Eagles know that they're capable of beating this team, but I think right now, like I mentioned before, it's just that mental battle.
Sosa with the strike to no avail. Here's Hamilton. She'll find the hardwood. A desperate strike needed by the Eagles. Let's see that one again.
I think there's actually a net violation on that hit, so the point's going to go to the Suns.
Costly mistakes that turn into points for the other team. They're 3 points away from taking this one over. Here's Folker to Reagan. And she'll score. Eagles only down by 6 points. Hamilton in the back to serve. Ramirez on the opposite side. Hits it long. Actually, it was deflected. The Suns a mere 2 points away from taking this game away from the Eagles at home. Here's Weekly. That one's long. Eagles do score. Halverson back to score. McLeod will go to the bench. McLeod, rather. In comes Doro. Orozco sets up Ramirez on the right side. Halverson is there. Hamilton. Ramirez will try again from the right side. And that is a net violation by the Suns. Eagles only down by a deficit of 5. Desperately need to take this set in order for them to continue. Here's Halverson. Orozco from the back row to Sosa. Met by Doro, but she somehow finds to squeeze it in there. The Suns only 1 point away from taking this victory and stunning the Eagles at home. Ramirez with the serve. McLeod with the recovery. Here comes Doro.